Hello, everyone. It's me, Anime God, back with another What If. I just want to say thank you for getting me 12 subscribers, and it does mean a lot to my channel. Please hit my main channel up, Ghost World 420, and that's it. I am doing in What If deku. I had to go back and watch some anime and read some comic books. So bear with me. This is my second what if. So, thank you. Alright, what if Deku had the Redderer, what's his name? I would say like a he pretty much like a anybody seen that play that game Prototype? He's basically like a prototype hybrid. But all right, this is gonna bear with me, guys and gals. All right, everything started, in Canton, uh, but up till he was 4 years old, he was pretty friends with Bakugo and all that stuff. But when he was 4, went to the quirk doctors. He actually found out he had a quirk, and this is going to be called Prototype Quirk. So he pretty much have more. He has a healing factor. He is super strong. He can jump really high. He got superhuman strength and endurance, and he can basically like absorb people and take their identities and their memories. If they have powers, he can take them too. He also got, all the prototype powers and everything and whatnot. So, he found out he accidentally, jumped pretty high, you know. But that's gonna be in the But yeah, he found out he had a quirk, so he wouldn't be, bullied in school or anything. So, alright, so I'm doing a little time skip. 2 weeks later, Bakugo was bullying a kid. So, Deku jumped in basically. And he's like, "This is not right, Kashan. You know this is not a hero." He said, "Get out of my way. This kid, he is quirkless. Nobody cares about the quirkless." Then he stopped and thought about that. Then he, this time in this timeline, he's more confident. He's not scared to put his opinions in anything. So he said, "Cotton, this is not a hero. This is basically how a villain start out bullying people. This is not right. Even what if this is not what All Might would do?" Then he still, he would stop and, he said, "Yeah, you right, you damn nerd." Then his friend and him, laughed and shit. So after that, alright, so he's doing good. So time skip again into like middle school. You have his teacher throwing up the paperwork, saying we all know pretty much how everything was in canon, so for Under the Bridge, because this time Deku gonna when the slime villain attacks him, he can absorb his body, you know, and take his quirk and his memory and stuff. So he basically killing him in the process. But he's a villain. He's attacking him first, and it's self defense. So when he did that, few seconds happen. Here comes All Might. Don't fear, I am here. He popped out of nowhere, basically. He said, "Oh, kid, did you take care of the slime villain?" He said, "Yes. And I'm a huge fan of you, All Might. Can I have your autograph?" Because he is not, fanboying out. He not doing all of that. He have more confidence, you know. So All Might did. Thank you. He said thank you for taking whatever happened to that villain. He said my quirk basically is called prototype. I basically absorb people into my body, but I'm also killing them in the process. So, but he attacked me first, and I was just defending myself. He then All Might, paused and thought about it. He said, did he ask All Might before he jumped away and stuff and all that. He said, well, wait, All Might, you think I can still be a hero? Then All Might paused and said, kid, you just took down a super villain I was hunting down and used your quirk to save somebody's life in the future. What if that villain took over you and killed you in the process? You know, and he basically said, "Thank you, All Might, for saying that." He said, he said, "What school are you applying to?" He said, "UA. I'm trying to apply to UA." He said, "Good, because I will be a teacher there. Hope I see you there." Then Deku said, "Oh, okay. I hope I see you there too." Laughing, and because he's a All Might fan and stuff. Then he went home, told his mom what happened and everything. She started training after that. After 10 months, he would basically start training his his super strength and his his abilities is like having super speed and having he's super durable and healing factor and all that stuff. So he basically trying to train all his powers, trying to what come up with different ideas to use his powers and stuff. Then that. Okay. Then let me see. After 10 months, he did the the test for UA. He passed. Because he's pretty smart. He is still smart regardless because he actually tried to do his schoolwork. Because he said, "What if my power, you know, he don't like he like using his powers, but he mostly like using his brains more. He's good like at everything." And okay, that's it. Um, then after that, he, how they did that little test. He had to fight the robots and stuff. He passed that until he came up to the zero pointer. He was about to run away in cannon anyways. But until he heard that girl, he said, "What if I have to go save her?" He used his super speed and his super jump to get to her pretty quick. Because Joku saw her was about to get crushed by the robot. So he hurried up and got the rebel off, picked her up, and he used his super speed to get out of there pretty quick because he is a lot faster and nimble. And he had a little bit more time left, so he put Araku down. He pretty much he transformed his arm into a big old blade because he's really smart. So he's seen the joints, he figured out where the joints is and how he stopped the robot. So he used his speed and his super jump to cut the robot back in his knees, that joint to stop the robot. Then, you know, took her to, you know, um, to the nurse's office and all that. So, and Canon, he was waiting for the letter and stuff. All Might was on there. He said, in Canon, he got all the points and da da da. He was like the first person, basically. All Might said, "Kid, we already met before. I just want to say, great job, and I know you will be a great hero. When you get to school on your first day, come to see me. We gotta talk, cause All Might been waiting for an successor. But he saw this kid. He basically saw him destroy this villain. He asked him what his powers was, and he heard he has a healing factor. So he said, "You know what? I'm gonna wait until this kid get into UA anyway to pass on my quirk." So he waited and waited and waited. First day he was about to trip. In canon, he tripped, but this time he's not going to trip. He caught himself basically. He trying to find the classroom. He found the 1A class. He seen the door. He opened the door and he saw, Baka Kashan and, blue hair boy with glasses arguing about the tables. So in canon, her come and raise her head, said, "Meet me outside. I wanna test you guys for quirks." He does that all in canon. Then everybody, got changed and, went outside. So after that, some people starting to ask like, we're gonna miss the meeting or whatever they had to do. After that, he said, "This is my classroom. I make up my own rules and stuff." He asked Deku, because he made it on the top because it is hero point and 10 points. He said, "What was your ball toss last year in middle school?" He said something about because he has super strength, but he can't use his quirk. So I would say maybe 7. He was in canon probably maybe a 4.9 maybe because he wasn't trying. Because he looked like this basically. He's like he's this Finn. He's this Finn, guys. So Deku looked like this. He looked just batshit crazy, because of his power. Okay, and so he raised her head, said, "You guys can use their quirks." Everybody started to be all happy and stuff, Then everybody and raised her head, bust a bubble, saying, if you are on the bottom, you will get kicked out of UA. Everybody start freaking out, saying, "Hey, you can't do that." Everybody saying, "Yes, I can do that. I already did it before. I failed a whole class." But Deku, or he can tell he lying. He's not gonna kick anybody out. When he did the ball toss. So he does the ball toss. He actually put a lot of effort into it and tried. So I would say it hit like that sound builder, like it went out in space. So everybody seen that, what happens and all that stuff. Uh, you know, you got first place in all the tests, the long jumps, the, everything. He got first place in. So seeing that, I'm gonna say, I would say Invisible Girl. I think she's gonna get kicked out because, like, I don't care what anybody say. I think she is the traitor because, like, she's invisible, guys. Like, only thing she got to do is take off her gloves and boots. She basically invisible. Nobody can see her sneaking around. Like, she's the spy. Come on, like, she's the spy. But never mind about that. Okay, that's basically it. But yes, if you guys want more what ifs, please comment below. Please subscribe to my channel and everything. I am trying my best with what ifs. This is my first attempt, my second attempt on what ifs. Like, I'm really nervous, and I need to get like a better microphone and everything. I'm not even using a microphone. I'm using like a crappy microphone right now. But yeah, please guys hit up my main channel, Quirks World 420. That's my main YouTube channel. This is my second YouTube channel. But yes, that's it. Thank you for liking my video. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.